I don't have the time to build. That's the number one reason why my Gunpla backlog keeps growing. But that's clearly a lie. Because if you check my phone screen time, I spend an average of 8 to 10 hours a day on my phone. And those are hours that I could have used to build Gunpla. So here's the plan. I'm going to replace doom scrolling with Gunpla. My goal is simple. Reduce screen time, reduce brain rot. Scrolling on your phone is easy, brainless. But building Gunpla? That takes time and commitment. And I think that's why the whole experience is so much better than just doom scroll. So we're gonna go through the whole build, from a snap build to adding some panel lining to painting in some details, and then of course spraying some top coat, and then lastly adding some weathering. By the end of the build, we will see just how low my screen time will be. Now, my main strategy to avoid getting distracted by my phone while I'm building Gunpla is simple. I'm just gonna leave it in another room while I go to my workstation. For this video, I will be building one of my favorite mobile suits, which is Char's Zaku 2. Alright, so I have everything set up. It's time to snip some plastic. According to the American Academy of Child and Adolescent Psychiatry, the recommended screen time for teens and adults ages 18 and up is just 2 to 4 hours for recreational use. So that's so much lower compared to my daily average screen time of 8 to 10 hours. But that's the goal. It's to reduce my screen time to just 4 hours max. It's gonna be a challenge, yes, but I'm hoping that building Gunpla will keep me away from my phone long enough. Now, I don't know if I'm the weird one here, but after I cut the pieces off the runners and clean off the nub marks, I don't immediately put them together. Instead, I set them aside in a plastic container and organize them by parts. I just like to keep those two steps separate. This way, my brain can focus on just cutting and cleaning off nub marks. My brain's attention span is already so cooked from watching all those YouTube shorts that keeping these two steps separate kinda helps me focus. And focus I did. But there was one problem. Usually when I'm building Gunpla, I'd have my phone blasting music or have a YouTube video playing in the background. So sometimes I catch myself reaching for a phone that's not even there. Since it's in the other room, I'm forced to just focus on building Gunpla. And it's actually quite relaxing. All the pieces are snipped, cleaned, and organized in this box. And tomorrow we build Char's Zaku 2. Hello world, it's the next day, so it's time to put this bad boy together. I have all the parts arranged, but before we start building the Zaku, I'm happy to report that my total screen time for yesterday was down to just 4 hours and 53 minutes. That's a huge improvement. Hey, I was still pretty happy about the results even though it's still more than 4 hours. Looking at the bright side, it is so much lower than my usual screen time. It also means that I'm on the right track. Building Gunpla is actually helping me reduce brain rot. So we're stopping brain rot by building Gunpla. So let's keep it going and let's start building. And I know some of you guys may be wondering, it's just an HG, I can finish that in one sitting. That may be true, but my goal isn't to build the kit as fast as possible. My goal is to replace my bad habit of doom scrolling every day to building Gunpla every day. And boom, we have completed the snap build. And I gotta say, it's looking pretty good, but it still needs a bit of work. Tomorrow, we will be adding some more details to this kit. By day 3, I ran into a bit of a problem. Day 1, my screen time was slow because snipping and cleaning nub marks off pieces took a lot of time, so it kept me away from my phone for a couple of hours. That's why my screen time was reduced to just 4 hours and 53 minutes. But day 2, assembling pieces took way less time, and that meant more time to be distracted by my phone. So my screen time bumped up by a little to 5 hours and 51 minutes. So if I want to achieve 4 hours max of screen time, I really have to be mindful of how I use my phone even outside of building Gunpla. Because once I get out of my workstation and pick up my phone again, I'm just back to my old doom scrolling habits. That's why getting through day 3 was even more challenging. I just painted in some details and that took way less time. The Zaku shoulder shield needed to be painted in with some black details, so for that I got this black display acrylic paint marker. This was actually my first time using an acrylic paint marker. Before, to paint in some details, I used Tamiya acrylics, but that just got messy. With acrylic paint markers, everything you need is here. No mess, no fuss. All you gotta do is paint. Now I also got this gold metallic marker, and I used it to paint the Heat Hawk. Now it looks 10 times better. And of course, we can't forget our panel lines. Adding these small little details is what makes Gunpla building so much fun for me. After a little bit of painting and a little bit of panel lining and a little bit of being mindful of how I use my phone, I managed to reduce my screen time to 5 hours and 10 minutes. We're getting there, kinda. Day 4 was a Sunday, which is family day. So I was kinda short on time, so I just ended up doing 2 things. Now before applying the top coat, I like to give the pieces a little bath first just to make sure we don't seal in any of the dust or fingerprints using the top coat. After waiting an hour, the pieces were already dry, so I added some decals. Now normally this HGU Seabird 5 Char Zaku 2 kit does not come with any marking decals, but I do have another extra marking decal sheet from this HG Premium Bandai Black Star Origins kit. So we're gonna use that. My total screen time for day 4 was just 4 hours and 46 minutes, which is the lowest it's been. Spending time in church with the family really helped me lower my screen time. But the next day might be my most challenging day yet. So it's super hot and super bright outside, but remember kids, when spraying top coat, you gotta do it outdoors in an open, well-ventilated area. Let's give it a quick few shakes. For the top coat, I used the flat clear spray from Bosnia. I've been using it ever since and it hasn't failed me yet. Okay, I just finished applying top coat to all of the pieces. Now it's a waiting game. I have to let them cure for at least 24 hours before I touch them again. So that's a lot of time to be distracted by my phone. In the past few days, I spent like 2 to 3 hours building Gunpla, and that has certainly kept me away from my phone. But today, I spent like 20 to 30 minutes top coating everything, and I have the rest of the day to be distracted by my phone. Building Gunpla really helped me reduce my screen time. But if I learned anything in the past few days, is that the true secret to reducing brain rot is by being mindful of how you use your phone. Well, mindfulness wasn't as easy as I hoped it would be. It's probably because my favorite pastime before I go to bed is to watch YouTube videos, and I maybe watched a bit more during that day. But I do have one last day to try and reduce my screen time to 4 hours max, and that's the day I add some weathering. After 24 hours, here it is. The top coat has cured and the plastic shine is gone. Top coat really elevates your kits just to that next level, makes it a bit more realistic. But me personally, I like my kits a bit dirty. These are war machines. They've been through the heat of battle, so they need a little scuff. They need to be scratched up. Now, I'm no expert in Gunpla weathering, but I have seen lots of YouTube videos showing me how to do it. So I was kind of confident I was gonna weather through it, and I ended up trying out different weathering techniques. One of those weathering techniques is to use a real touch marker to add some gunk and grime to the model kit, and then using a melamine sponge to turn it into some tasteful shading. I proceeded to weather Char's Zaku using the gray Real Touch marker for the lighter colored armor parts, and for the darker colors, I used the black Real Touch marker. At this point, I was getting a bit worried. What if I go overboard and make it too dirty? There was no going back. But luckily, the melamine sponge did a great job at removing those excess Real Touch markers, and it gave the kit a nice, clean, dirty look. Then of course, I dry brushed some silver on the edges to give it that extra oomph. I don't know how else to describe it, but adding that silver dry brushing adds that silver scratches to the kit that makes it so much more realistic. Now, if you don't plan on weathering the kit itself, I think it's fine. But I think everyone should weather the weapons at least. Covering the weapons in black Real Touch markers gives it a darker shade. Then the cherry on top, the thing that elevates the weapon itself, is applying some silver dry brushing. I used a very small amount of silver paint using my steady pour type marker, dipped my old brush, and started dry brushing all over the heat hawk, the drum machine gun, and the bazooka. And let me tell you, that silver dry brushing gives it that metallic look that makes it so much more realistic. Now the Heat Hawk already looks pretty great with that gold blade and some silver dry brushing, but it doesn't look like it's burning hot like in the anime. So I took out my orange Real Touch markers and added some orange to the blade and blended it. Now thanks to that orange gradient, it looks like it's glowing a little bit. Now for me personally, I think the key to a good Gunpla weathering is subtlety. It's gotta look worn enough, not too much, not too battle damage to look like it lost the battle, just enough that it's been through battle and won it. Now another weathering technique I learned from YouTube is to use colored pencils to add some chipping. I tried it out and it did add a nice touch to the Gunpla's edges. Applying a matte top coat before doing any kind of weathering is so important because it gives you that nice surface to work with. And once you're done weathering your kit, it's time to apply another layer of matte coat. And here's the final build. Now, I'm really happy with how this kit turned out to be. Adding those weathering details took me a lot of time, but for the last day, unfortunately, my total screen time was only down to 4 hours and 46 minutes. In the end, I wasn't able to bring down my screen time to the recommended 2 to 4 hours, so I still gotta work on that. But it's still a massive improvement. I brought down my screen time from 8 to 10 hours to just 4 to 5 hours a day. Doing another activity like building Gunpla definitely helped me reduce my screen time. But this whole experience has taught me that being mindful of how you use your phone will be the most important thing that will reduce brain rot. Spending hours and hours doom scrolling on your phone is bad, but I'll still use my phone because using your phone to watch YouTube videos is not all bad. Watching YouTube videos actually taught me how to weather Gunpla. Not all phone usage is bad, you just have to be intentional with how you use it. So this is me encouraging you to stop doom scrolling and build Gunpla instead. That's it for this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.